The Cil-Vegozu border crossing in Turkey. Foreign journalists are banned from going beyond this point into Syria. But the trickle of cars and people coming the other way bear testament to the violence beyond the frontier. These two cars were attacked just a few kilometers into Syria. The Turkish drivers and passengers were returning to their jobs in Saudi Arabia. Their cars bear Saudi license plates.
We were driving in Syria. As we went over a bridge, we were attacked by some gunmen, but we don't know who they were. We sped off for around 500 meters under fire. Then we turned off into a local neighborhood, and the people there helped us. An ambulance came to take the injured passenger to the hospital.
There is now a permanent queue of trucks waiting on the Turkish side. Drivers say it sometimes stretches 10 kilometers. Transport firms are increasingly wary of sending people and cargo into Syria. Mehmet Eski hopes to be delivering drilling pipes to Dubai.
There is no security, and the latest information we have is that on the Syrian side of the border, they don't give you your paperwork. We were here waiting for a couple of days for our Saudi visas. We finally got those, but now there is no security in Syria, so we cannot go. Last night in the news, the foreign minister and governor of Antakya warned people not to go to Syria unless they really have to.
Eski's transport company decided to reroute via Iraq, a much longer route and not without its own dangers. Before the uprising in Syria, this border crossing was extremely busy with traffic going both ways. But in the last couple of months, the dangers have increased massively, and that's hitting trade and it's affecting the livelihoods of many Turks and Syrians. Turkey has imposed financial and travel sanctions on the Syrian government. The US and the European Union are tightening sanctions on Syrian banks and oil firms. But London-based analyst Shashank Joshi says questions remain about their effectiveness.
If the Arab League imposes very harsh sanctions, UN or by itself, would they be policed? Now, we know Syria's borders against Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan, Iraq are long and porous, very hard to police sanctions. So just like we saw in the 1990s with Iraq, would oil embargoes or restrictions on goods really be effective? Can we stop stuff coming in and out of Syria?
Effective or not, Joshi says sanctions are the option of choice for keeping international pressure on the Syrian government. That leaves commerce in limbo, with world powers lacking an appetite for military intervention as violence inside Syria worsens. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News on the Turkey-Syria border.